in you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Destiny, and I am back with another video, and today we are discussing how I pushed through when plans changed. So off of my last video, we were talking about my theater experience, and that was senior year. So you know how like through your high school career, they kind of sit you down, they ask you what college you want to go to, what do you want to do with your life. As soon as I looked into schools, the first school I was set my mind on was SCAD. Now SCAD is Savannah College of Art and Design, and it was my dream school. Thing about SCAD is that it is a private institution, and private institutions mean private money, means a lot of money it takes to go to that school. But I had a 3.8 GPA in school, so I was like, I'll be fine, I'll get scholarships, God will make a way, and he did, but just, you know, a little different than I thought. So it was to the point where I was so locked in with SCAD. I mean, like, you know, in high school, when you have like all the seniors have like their name and the school they're going to, mine says SCAD. Like my senior photo shoot was with a SCAD bear that my boyfriend got me because he knew I was going to SCAD. I had my roommates picked out, like I was in a group chat with them. I spent like $1,000 already to SCAD. But my mom came up to me, and this was in the summertime, right before I was supposed to start like fall semester. And she was just like, Destiny, I'm sorry, like we're gonna definitely have to take out loans. Like I did get scholarships, but just not enough. And she just kind of sat with me and gave me the numbers of like how much it would really be just to go to SCAD. And I was just like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Like I don't want to be in debt for the next like 6-7 years just for a degree. You know, and my whole thing was like, yeah, I wanted this degree, but I also wanted to be acting at the same time. And we know Savannah isn't huge in like film and television, that's Atlanta. So I was gonna be so far away too. It was like, well, I won't even be able to be getting in the industry the way I want to. Like maybe let's not do it. But I was heartbroken. Like I like in all these stories, I'm talking about myself crying, but I cried. I was so sad. Like I remember like maybe for a whole week I was just down in the dumps. Like it was my dream school that I always wanted to go to, and it was to the point where like I had their like their flag on my wall. Like everything I had said SCAD. Like my senior poster had SCAD. Like I claimed SCAD, and for me to just like all of a sudden not go, and then I would have to be a semester behind at a different school, I was just a little overwhelmed. But I say this to say, I am very happy that I did not go to SCAD. I know 100% I would not be where I am right now if I went to SCAD. Because one, you know what hit? COVID. COVID hit immediately. I mean, everybody's freshman year in my class of college, they had to end up going back home no matter where you were because of COVID. So all that money would have been almost wasted. Like I went to Georgia State instead, and I did Georgia State for one semester. COVID hit, and then I never went back on campus. And me not going back on campus and just doing my degree online has given me the flexibility and the time to actually go after my career and actually do some of the things that you guys have seen me do. And I know I wouldn't have had that chance if I went to Savannah. My advice, I feel for this video might be a little shorter, but it's just to always kind of have like a plan B kind of thing. And I hate plan Bs because it's like, I don't rely on plan Bs, but I do have like worst case scenarios. This is something that can be done. And while I did start to get overwhelmed with the money senior year, I did start to think like, okay, well, if SCAD doesn't work out, what can I do instead? And I was like, okay, well, with Georgia State, everything's paid for because of my high GPA. And then I can maybe get into an acting class and do it that way. And so I had a backup plan. It wasn't my first plan, but sometimes your backup plans end up better than your first plan. So my kind of advice is maybe to just always have a backup. And when things seem like they're coming against you and they didn't go the way that you planned it, I would just advise you to just keep going, stay strong, because sometimes it's just God like trying to push you another way for a certain reason. Yeah, that's kind of my advice. I know it's super quick this time, but thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and go follow me on all my other social medias listed below. Thank you. Bye.